Democrats, today is Monday, January 30th. It's time for the Chair's Daily Life. Happy Monday. So I want to start out with reminding everybody that today, Monday the 30th, is the last day to request your absentee ballot to participate in the ballot on February 14th. So go out online. You don't have to leave the house and get out in this bad weather. Go out online, request your absentee ballot. If you haven't requested it for all the elections for the year, at least request your absentee ballot for the election on February 14th. That's the Oklahoma State Election Board. Click on the voter portal, put in your identifying information, and request your absentee ballot. Why is that so important for me to start off my live with that today? Well, first of all, I'm me, and I'm always going to remind you about voting. But second of all, I've been having conversations with people outside of my Oklahoma Democratic Party sphere, and I keep having to remind people that the adage that we shouldn't talk about politics and religion in polite company is old-fashioned and designed to silence you, and designed to keep you from going out and researching and knowing what's going on. It's designed to keep only the certain people who are in the know up on what's going on. Politics affects your daily life. You don't have to be as involved as I am, but you should know when the elections are up, what's going on, and what part of your life is affected by what part of the government, what part of politics. So this weekend, I'm sure a lot of you, if you're watching me, a lot of you are like me and was traumatized this weekend by the release of the video of the murder of Tyre Nichols in Memphis by law officers. I had to hesitate because I was trying to think of what to call them in polite company. I'm sure even those of you who were only listened to it and didn't watch it, or just the folks who heard other people tell you what's going on, that video added to what I call our collective trauma. For years, since cell phone video has been out, we keep watching people being murdered by the police. That doesn't just happen and not traumatize folks. It traumatizes me. I'm sure it traumatizes a lot of people who are watching this now and who'll be watching this later. Then they released the full video of the attack on Paul Pelosi. More trauma. And as I was trying to digest that and trying to put it in context about how I'm going to talk about it, and I will come back to that, I find out today that one more person died in the Oklahoma County Jail. Another person. So it's January. We didn't even make it 1 month into the year before someone else died in the Oklahoma County Jail. 16 people died in the Oklahoma County Jail in 2022. It is 30 days into 2023, and we've already lost a life at the Oklahoma County Jail. And that person was arrested for failure to follow bicycle rules. They were sitting in the Oklahoma County Jail over a bicycle arrest. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't know that people went to jail over how they comported themselves on a bicycle, but that's what he was arrested for. And there was a holdover from some misdemeanor charge in another county, but it was a misdemeanor charge. And now he's dead. I have to tell you guys, I am traumatized. Part of me wants to just get up, get in my bed, roll myself up into a ball and watch garbage TV and check out. But then the part of me who was raised by Rita and James says that I have to get up, and do something. And so that something is urging you to get involved, reminding you that there's an election on February 14th, and today's the last day to request your absentee ballot. And when you look outside your window, if you're in Oklahoma, this kind of weather is why you have to request your absentee ballot. Even if you want to vote in person, you never know if you're going to wake up and the weather is going to be like today. But if you've already mailed in your absentee ballot, you're covered. That's a good enough reason to request your absentee ballot right there. So how I want to talk about, how I want to frame, how I connect Tyre Nichols, Paul Pelosi, and Isaiah Mitchell and our collective trauma is that they are politically related. They are. After Breonna Taylor and George Floyd, now, there were a whole bunch of folks that we knew about who were killed by the police, but those big ones, we thought that there was actually going to be some reform. We thought that something different was going to happen. They passed laws that said, if you're a cop and you see something and you don't do something about it, you're just as guilty. But what we saw in the Tyre Nichols case is there were officers there who saw something and did nothing. Because an activist said, defund the police, instead of looking at what that really meant, a lot of police forces all over the country doubled down and remilitarized their police forces. They created these elite forces that were set up to handle special things. Tyre Nichols was killed by an elite force. If we weren't so polarized, and if we could just look at the issue for what it really is, over policing of Black and brown bodies, Mr. Nichols might still be here. But he's not. Politics came into play in that instance. Paul Pelosi, it's pretty obvious. Paul Pelosi was attacked because they were looking for his wife, and it was folks who were proponents of the big lie. You almost can't get more political than that. And so we had this senior citizen get hit in the head with a hammer over politics. They didn't know each other. They hadn't done business together. It was over politics. And then the Oklahoma County Jail. There's a jail trust. There's all of this scrutiny. There has been real attention focused on the Oklahoma County Jail. But for reasons of politics, nothing has really been done about it. Because folks are saying, well, if you don't want to die in jail, don't go to jail. But I'm here to say that Mr. Mitchell was in jail over a bicycle offense. I'm not saying it's okay to break the law. But he's dead over a bicycle offense. There has to be some kind of mediation there. Are we incarcerating too many people? Have we set up a debtor's prison where people go to die? I'd argue that maybe we have. If you live in Oklahoma City, I don't know very much about the MAPS programs, but we got to demand accountability. We got to demand that something be done. I know that everyone loves the mayor in Oklahoma County, and that's great, and that's wonderful, and he seems like a reasonable man. We need to go to him with real demands, requests, plans. I get tired and soul weary talking about deaths in the county jail. That is not a thing that should be so commonplace, where where so many people are dying that it's, excuse me, it's people are dying in jail. Excuse me. It's heartbreaking and it's exhausting, but it's political. So I implore you, I beg you, I plead you, get involved in politics. You don't have to go to meetings, but pay attention. Go to the forums when you hear about them. Ask the questions, write the emails. Excuse me. But if you want to get involved, this is the year of rebuilding of the Oklahoma Democratic Party. This is the year where you can be a precinct officer, which is the political expert in your neighborhood. This is the year when you can run for county officer, the political expert in your county. This is the year to step up, have direct relationship with your elected officials, and make a real difference. Mark your calendar for March 16th. That's when we're having precinct elections all over the state. We're looking for precinct officers. March 16th. Precinct officers, by my shortened definition, are neighborhood experts on politics. They're the ones, when an elected official or somebody's wanting to run for office, the first thing they ask us as a state party is, who are my precinct officers? I am running for House District, blah, blah, blah. Can you give me a list of precinct officers? I want to call them and try to win them over. Run. and be that person for your neighborhood. So you have direct contact with your elected officials where they're calling you and asking for your support and asking your opinion. That's what a precinct officer is. March 16th, all over the state. I have much more to say, but I don't know that my soul can take it because I am traumatized and I'm tired. But I'm asking you to join me because more shoulders can carry this load. More shoulders can make a difference. We have to make a difference. We have to stop talking about police involved shootings. That's a term I didn't know 10 years ago, but it's become so commonplace. I want us to stop talking about police involved shootings. I want us to stop talking about politically motivated violence, is what we saw in the Paul Pelosi incident. And I'm sick of people dying in the Oklahoma County jail. It's unconscionable, and it's preventable. It is absolutely preventable. This is the year to get involved. March 16th is precinct elections. April 8th is county elections all over the state. Go out to our website, okdemocrats.org, click on our party, click on find my party leadership. You can pick your county and it'll show you who the leadership is in your county. Thanks for joining me. I won't be here for the rest of the week. I'm going to go to the DNC and see what great information I can learn and bring back to our state. But while I'm gone, the Oklahoma County Chair, Robbie White, and the Congressional District 5 Chair, Joshua Harris-Till, will be hosting in my stead. It'll be great for you guys to hear a different take. They plan on having guests and being very entertaining and informative. So we'll still be here at 4:15 Tuesday through Friday. I'll be back next Monday. But this evening, join Scott on the Hamilton Report at 6:30. You guys have a great evening.